So things just keep on getting better for the USC Trojans. USC is bringing back the reigning Heisman Trophy winner in Caleb Williams. We're also bringing in one of the most talented freshman classes that we have seen at USC in the past decade, bringing in guys like Makai Lemon, Malachi Nelson, and Zachariah Branch. And then on top of all of that, we are adding Kliff Kingbury to our offense. What is up, everybody? Hope you're having a super blessed day. And the USC Trojans got one of the most key coaching pickups that we're seeing. You know how they have like wide receiver combos and you got running back duos. No, we're seeing a coaching duo. We now have Lincoln Riley and Kliff Kingsbury on our offense. We have two of the greatest offensive minds in college football, both on the same team. But not only are these two coaches some of the best offensive minds in the game, but they're also both some of the greatest quarterback whisperers that we know. I mean, we saw Lincoln Riley go from coaching up Baker Mayfield to Kyler Murray and then Jalen Hurts, and Kliff Kingsbury was there when Patrick Mahomes was absolutely tearing it up at Texas Tech, as well as also coaching Johnny Manziel during his Heisman season at Texas A&M. Now, actually, this is not Kliff Kingsbury's first time at USC. If you guys remember, it was very short-lived. For about a month, Kliff Kingsbury was actually supposed to be the head coach for the USC Trojans, but he ended up rejecting that offer and going to go coach for the Arizona Cardinals. But now that he's not the head coach for the Arizona Cardinals anymore, he is going to be an offensive analyst for the USC Trojans now. Now, I want to clear things up a little bit because he is not going to be able to participate and interact with players directly, but he will be able to advise by going over film, being another set of eyes in that quarterback room, and overall just help game plan and structure that offense going into next season. I believe the reason that this is because Kliff Kingsbury is still making a ton of his money from the NFL. I mean, the Cardinals released him, but he still has many years and a ton of money left on his contract. So I don't know what the waiting period is from after he had taken an NFL job before he can go back to college, but that is the reason why he's not able to fully interact with the team right now. However, having both Lincoln Riley and Kliff Kingsbury there is going to absolutely revolutionize USC's offense. USC already was one of the better offenses in the country, especially first year under Lincoln Riley, for us to put up the points that we did. You're taking a quarterback from a completely different team. You're bringing a top wide receiver from a completely different team. You're bringing your second best wide receiver in Mario Williams from another team. Like, all these pieces were just kind of just put together, and USC still went out there and had a phenomenal season. Obviously, kind of ended whatsoever, but going into year two, you already got your all-worldly quarterback in Caleb Williams. You have another year of getting to better understand that team. You're bringing in your first true freshman class that you're able to develop. I mean, I think Malachi Nelson's going to be an absolute star for the USC Trojans once Caleb Williams leaves, as well as we all have seen Ohio State absolutely get whoever they want at the wide receiver position because of Brian Hartline. Having Brian Hartline for Ohio State is an absolute cheat code. Think of how, honestly, I'm just gonna say it right now, with the addition of Kliff Kingsbury, USC is gonna get Dylan Raiola. We just are. Might he have to sit for a year behind Malachi Nelson and let him play his game out? Yeah, I think it's gonna be a Quinn Ewers and Arch Manning situation where you're just gonna have to wait a year, or you're gonna have to wait 2 years or a year and a half or whatever. I think having that much quarterback power, having that much help surrounding your quarterbacks, USC is about to become the safe haven for quarterback talent. I see, as long as those two are coaching at USC each and every single year, if they want the guy, will get a top 5 quarterback in every recruiting class. I'm letting y'all know that right now. Now, obviously, I love all these pickups on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, we got 3 of the most explosive players in offense in Zachariah Branch, Malachi Nelson, and Makai Lemon in the 2024 class. We've been going absolutely crazy just bringing in, or actually the 2023 class, doing a ton of great job of bringing in a ton of great offensive recruits in the transfer portal. However, USC has never really struggled on the offensive side of the ball. It's always been the defensive side of the ball. We had a really good defense this past year. We created a lot of turnovers. Overall played very soundly, but had one of the worst rushing defenses in all of college football. Like, USC has to fix their defense. They cannot just be a team that puts up 35, 40 points, because as soon as you run into a Utah, a team with a better defense, or a Coastal Carolina, you know, a game where you're not running at full speed on offense, and a team that also has a good defense, you're gonna struggle. I would love to see USC focus up a little bit more on the defensive side of the ball. However, you take your wins where you can get them. Bringing in Kliff Kingbury to be able to bring him back after almost having him as the head coach, and for him to be an analyst for our offense, where our game plans are gonna be so much more well structured. Kliff Kingsbury is used to not only developing quarterbacks, but I mean, if you guys go back and look at those Texas Tech teams that he was leading, he was putting up 35 points a game effortlessly. Obviously, when you have Patrick Mahomes, helps a lot, but Kliff Kingsbury and my guy Lincoln Riley, those two are about to be, that's about to be one of the greatest coaching pairs that we have ever seen. But I want to hear from y'all. First and foremost, what is your guys' thoughts on seemingly out of nowhere Kliff Kingsbury going back to USC, as well as how do you think that this is going to affect USC's season going into next season? How do you guys think that just all of this is going to mesh? Because I'm super excited for this pickup, not only as a USC fan, but to see those two offensive minds in the same room. We're about to see some absolute fireworks for the USC Trojans this next season, but I want to hear from y'all. Leave this video a like and comment down below what are your guys' thoughts. Hit that subscribe button. We keep you up to date with all the latest college football news, as well as everything pertaining to just anything college recruiting wise. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on all your notifications. I love and appreciate each and every single last one of y'all, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.